This is our first official review.
Yeah, standalone review.
Okay, a standalone review. So I'm gonna do something weird that just hit me. All right. I don't know how this looks on screen.
Very jarring.
Welcome. Okay, cool. Welcome to the very first microtransaction standalone game of the week review. I'm your host Chris with oh man, the dungeons to my natural 20 liquid.
Nice. I'll be honest with you. I don't know what that means. I hope it's good. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Like I've
okay,
played. I'm sure it's a tabletop reference. I know that much. I've played tabletop games. I've never got that far into it where I'm like, yo, a natural.
Okay, just know a nat 20 is one of the best feelings in gaming, period. When
Really?
because you're about to do something, right? By the way, we're reviewing Dungeons and Dragons. This is Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance. I always want to call it Dead Alliance, but that's an actual good game. Anyway, natural 20 when you roll the dice and it just lands on a 20. That means whatever you do it hard as fuck.
Oh, it's like a critical, like crit.
Yes,
Okay.
it's a crit hit.
Okay.
But the inverse of that is when you hit a 1 and then you blunder. I've seen people roll ones and do something that's risky and accidentally hit 3 of their own teammates.
Oh.
Because the dungeon master decides what happened. Since you massively failed, anything can happen.
Can the dungeon master at least call out no friendly fire? Is that a thing?
No, the dungeon master first of all wants you to you need to
Another wants you to
struggle.
lose. Yeah, the dungeon master wants you to lose. Or I guess
Oh, the
struggle.
dungeon master.
Struggle's
Yeah.
the better word. Yeah, that's a perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, they want you to struggle. Anyway, so Dungeons and Dragons is the reason why we're here today because we play Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance. I felt a certain way about it. We'll get to that to the later part. But Liquid, how did you feel about it?
It's so okay. I'm gonna start off with how when I went into this game. So just to give people a little bit of history, I used to play Dungeon. Well, it was actually called Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. Part 1, Part 2 came out on PS2. Me and my brother Frank, we handled the damn thing. We played that game multiple times. I've spent so many hours in that game. So when I heard they were making a Dark Deadly Alliance, no, a Dark Alliance. When I heard they were making another Dark Alliance, ears percolate a little bit. Like, oh, what? Like, I didn't expect that. Frank also saw it. He got excited. He's like, "Why the fuck didn't you tell me about this shit?" I was like, "I don't know. I completely forgot." So, anyways, but
I was only covering 1,000 games of the
yeah,
E3.
exactly.
Cut me some
Come
slack,
on,
bro.
exactly. Come on. I'm only one guy. But so yeah, so I was excited to say the least. I wanted to play this game. Uh, Everything that I saw I didn't see much. I purposely didn't see much because I kind of wanted to be a little excited for it. I wanted to have that little surprise factor. I want to go in and be like, wow, this is incredibly good. How good this game is. Oh man, this could possibly contend for Game of the Year.
Maybe.
Maybe. But yeah, it kind of didn't do that. Kind of. Just a slightly.
Kinda.
Yeah, almost just slightly missed the mark. Um, Look, so we played a little bit of it, a few hours. We got a few missions done with it. You know what I'm saying? Enough where we know where to go from here. We know what the game's gonna give us. No need to really keep playing it here. Will we play more? I'm assuming no, but I'll never say never. Okay, but anyway.
I will. I will never play this game again.
Like, so the game, like, the thing is, like, I could see what it's doing. So for those who don't know, it's third person. It almost feels like a hack and slash more than anything. Like, that's kind of what it is. Which, that's fine. That's the way the old ones were. The old ones were a little more top. They were top down. They weren't a little more. They were top down. Versus this one, which is, third person. The camera's right behind you. Going with 4 people, you try to kick some ass. The game is filled, just littered with bugs. Just infested with bugs. You see what I did there? Just infested. Um, the Like I said, the
I'm
game,
mad. I'm mad, but you're right.
right? The game is, I don't want to call it bad myself, but because like yeah, because like I don't know, maybe it was just me playing with people, playing with you, playing with my brother, playing with brother's friend Ernest.
I want to say El Salvador for some fucking reason.
Wow. absolutely love.
Hey,
Yeah,
bro,
I remember his
it's
name was
close.
Ernie's Room was his tag, and his name was Ernesto. So call him Nesto. Anyways, but yeah, we were playing. We were a party of four. We were rolling deep, to say the least. And I think that part was fun because when we gang up on a motherfucker, we just kick their ass. Like they just go down like that. Um, the game, I could see what it's trying to do. I could see the potential. They're just not nailing it, and that's the problem. Like I think this can be a really fun game, not a great game like the way you would put any other game in, but that's all I got. That's all I got.
Oh no, you killed me.
But
Okay.
yeah,
Oh.
it could be a good game. Not like I said, not something that you would clear your backlog for or clear any other game
Oh
for.
God, no.
Yeah, but let's say you had absolutely nothing to play and you just wanted to try something out and you happen to have Game Pass, because if you don't have Game Pass and you bought this game, ooh, I feel bad for you. Like, I feel so bad. If anything, I was telling Chris, I was like, when the people who created this game, I forget their name, if they were approached by Phil Spencer and his marketing team, just like, hey, you guys want Game Pass? Here's a couple $1 million. They're probably like, hell, fucking yeah, this is the best thing that could have happened to us, because we were not gonna sell this much. I'm sure they knew how much of a shit show that game was when it comes to the bugs.
Oh, bro. Okay. Yeah. Couldn't have said that shit better myself, but here we go. What a literal trash can on fire. I can't remember the last time I played a game this bad. A basura boy like that. Bro, like, I was playing it, I was excited because I played Dungeons and Dragons on occasion, and I have a friend, Liz, Patreon friend of the show. She's a dungeon master, and I was like, bro, we're gonna play this as crossplay. I'm like, I'm gonna play with Liquid, I'm gonna play with her, I'm gonna fill up 4 classes, because go into better details, they have 4 different champions, and apparently, Liquid, I did a little bit of research last night before I went to sleepy time. These 4 characters are like pretty popular within the like Dungeons and Dragons lore.
Oh.
Yeah, in this world, this land, it's a forgotten realm. It's like canon wise and gameplay wise, is people love it to death. Like, this had all the trappings to be the final. I'm gonna say like a super legit modern Dungeons and Dragons game where it could have pushed even more people to Dungeons and Dragons. Like, this could have been it. This could have been the avenue, and with Game Pass, all the components were there, and it just fell right on its face. Like Liquid was saying that it's fun to play with your friends. I think you could play your friends with anything, and any game's fun. That's not an excuse. And so we would get into a game. First, we had to switch it to online. Okay, then once it reset the server, then we had to figure out, we had to figure out, because the game didn't tell us how to join the lobby. Then once we joined the lobby, let's just say it was just me and Liquid, right? So then we go into a thing, we do a dungeon, and then it would automatically kick us out. And then we'd have to repeat that process again and again. By the way, didn't tell us how to put armor together. We were receiving armor, I'm like, why can't I put this stuff on? The game didn't tell us that you couldn't put it on until after the dungeon run. I'm like, oh yeah, this is crazy. This thing that you gave me, I can't equip. I thought that was the dumbest shit. I'm like, no, just if you give me the thing, give me the thing. Give me the thing like, hey, this is what you're gonna get afterward. I'm like, it's so dumb. It was like a crappy 360 title. We were saying that while we were playing. I was like, this gives me real like early 360 vibes, but not good. It was just so offensive. And then another thing that Dylan and our Ernesto were saying, oh, it's day one. I'm sorry, I come from a day when you buy a fucking game day one, it works. Is that how low the bar is right now?
Call me old school. Right.
How low is the bar where all I want the game is to work? It didn't even have to work well. I wish I could complain about the map design and like how it all blends together. I can't even get to that shit because to get into the game is so many barriers to play. Why? Why would you ever want to do? There's nothing fun about this game. There's no. IGN gave this game a 4 out of 10. I think they were too generous. I think it deserves like a 3 or a 2. The thing is, the way the models look and the stuff would totally pass, and that's the most offensive part. It's because you could see if the game was given like another year or 10, it could have been something fun, and it just didn't do any of it. They just ruined the IP. It's Dungeons and Dragons. People want to like Dungeons and Dragons.
Right.
If people want to like this, we just got off of Game of Thrones. Even though, however you feel about how the season ended, you want to like a fantasy world, and you're not giving people the avenue to do so. What a blunder! What a modern day blunder! And it took. And the thing is, like, oh well, they had to come out at a certain time. Every game's getting pushed back. We know, we understand. You can say COVID, we all get it, but that's not an excuse. Everybody else pushes it back. We all seen CD Projekt Red. We see what happens when you force a game out. You didn't have to do this. You chose to do this. You decided to make a money grab, and you failed. And now you've completely ruined all the goodwill you had leading to this game. What a failure!
Like, I'll be honest with you, like I said before, thank goodness it's on Game Pass that we're able to try it out, not have to buy the damn thing. Go ahead.
I would have spent $60 on this goddamn game. I would have been through.
Actually. But even then, that's still too much. No, I get you. I get you. By the way, real quick, Chris, nice shirt. I like the pineapples. Like,
well, thank you.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah, I always think of like it's like my secret katanas. Ka-cha!
Oh, gotcha. Storage area.
Yeah, I gotta keep that thing under lock, boy. That's where I got this shirt.
I'm gonna guess Gap.
Oh, Walmart.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw it. I was like, that's a nice shirt. I'm gonna get it, bro. And every time I go out or I wear this shirt all the time, people always give me mad compliments on it. Unlike Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance, that game is fucking trash.
So, the game, it's not the best. Let's just say the least. We already told you about that. Was there anything you did like about it, Chris? Anything you could say that's positive?
Crossplay. It had crossplay. That was very nice. We were able to play together. The only positive thing.
Yeah, I'd agree. Crossplay was a big thing. I was happy. Like, it's so funny because when we first got into it, I'm like, wait, is there crossplay? Because we had no idea because the game didn't explain that part. It's so funny because they're like, all right, guys, we put this shit together. We're gonna have to skip the tutorials. We're gonna have to like, do some other stuff. We got to what I want to see is before, like, I want to know how many bugs were in there before they threw this thing out, before they kind of shitted it out,
Bro, it was
a little disappointing.
You know what sucks? I'm gonna say this. This is another thing on top of this. Has nothing to do with the game itself. Well, it does. I felt so bad for fans of Dungeons and Dragons. I saw people streaming in costume, excited to play this game, and I felt bad for those people. I'm watching the stream, and you see the game crashing, and you can tell a game they really wanted to like, and they're a fan of this universe, and they're like, "Oh, no, this game sucks." Yeah. Like, I wanted to make this a whole thing of us making characters and do all this, and they weren't able to. And it made me feel bad for the fans. Yes. And guess what? I don't know the name of your company, but you screwed over the fans.
They sure did. They, like I said, they really missed it. The only thing positive I could say is probably the same thing. Crossplay, I think, is solid. I like the fact that it's there. Even though it only works... when you're in the middle of a game like Chris said, after the game ends. And just to add on to that, once you're out of Chris, you're staring at me and it's freaking me out right now.
I know. I wasn't staring at you. I was staring at the game developers watching this video.
Okay, well, it's piercing through my soul. And it's just like, yo, get the, like you're hitting the wrong one here.
And you're in the splash zone. You were just in the splash zone.
Yeah, man. But yeah, the crossplay, like you said, once the mission was done, we get kicked out. On top of that, though, is that also since I was a party leader, I had to keep switching my audio because you could hear me twice. One through Discord, one through the game chat. So every time we got back, I had to turn off the game chat, turn it on just to turn it back off, just so I'd stop being game. So weird. Yeah, plenty of bugs. I'm gonna throw some gameplay up on this video, so I'm sure the bugs will be there. I will definitely make sure you'll see some of the disconnects.
Do you think this is the gameplay happening right now?
Yeah, gameplay is probably happening right now as we speak.
Okay, hold on. Boo!
It's happening.
Boo!
By the way,
boo! By the way, Liquid couldn't see this because it was on my end. When I was playing by myself. By the way, don't play this game by yourself. It's terrible. This game was made to play with 4 people. If you play by yourself, you're just forcing whatever. You're muscling through every situation. No finesse, just muscling. Because I found out there was like an invisible line that used to be in the Call of Duty days, where if I was outside in line, but I was an archer, I could just shoot the person to death by hitting them for like 40 at a time.
Yeah.
And just slowly.
This invisible line.
Oh, and when you're playing by yourself, your stamina bar is out of this world. So you're just like, pew, 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 pew. He's dead.
Yeah.
I did the first couple levels by myself without getting hit. Not good.
One thing I could say that's good about it, I do like the parrying system. The parry system in it, I was using the dwarf. That was fun to use, but oftentimes I found myself just waiting for them to swing, just so I can use it, just because I wanted to see it. Not so much as that like I'm utilizing it because I need to use it. Because like you said, you could pretty much muscle through everything. You could just spam the melee button or whatever the hell button you use, whether it be a mouse or a gamepad, and yeah, you could pretty much get through anything. Granted, there's a little difficulty before you get into a mission you have to choose from, and if you go a little too high, you could die in one shot. But
unless you're playing the archer.
Yeah, pretty much, because then you can just shoot from a distance.
0 repercussions. I'm gonna say, all right, we're gonna wrap this thing up. Hey, Liquid, yay or nay?
Man, I really want to say yay. I really want to even say add like a third option for like a maybe. I'm gonna go nay for right now because this is what we've got. Like I think with patches, sure, it could possibly be something somewhat good. I'm not gonna say great. I'm not gonna even say good, but somewhat good. But as of right now, the way it stands, you're gonna get the old thumbs down. I wish I had more hands. 4 thumbs down.
Bro, I'm gonna say this is by far okay. I didn't like Sea of Thieves, but that was the community's fault why that game sucks so bad. All right, this game decided to do that job all by itself.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say the worst game reviewed. This gets the golden trash can from the microtransaction. It gets a thumbs down from me. The worst game we've ever covered, hands down. If you're thinking about playing it, don't. Play anything else.
Yeah, play anything else.
Play Viva Pinata. You'll have a good time.
Battletoads.
Better.
Like we didn't like Battletoads is not the greatest experience, but it's still better than this. That's for sure.
Significantly.
Yes.
At least I did this during Battletoads.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright. On that note, guys, we want to thank you so much for watching our first official review. We love you so much. Mwah, mwah, mwah. All the hugs and kisses in the world. Remember, don't play this fucking game. If you want to play another game, play Deadly Alliance Mortal Kombat. Play that.
Yeah, boot up the old PS3 or Xbox 360. Well, Deadly Alliance even came out on PS2, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think it did. Yeah, it did.
So, maybe I'm tripping here.
Alright, guys. On that note, love you. Goodbye.
Hello there. This is Liquid from the future. A little post-production editing. Hopefully you enjoyed our review of Dark Alliance. We kind of forgot to mention next week's game, but no harm, no foul. See, we will be playing Space Jam: A New Legacy, the game. All right, I think I nailed it. Comes out Thursday, July 1st. So yeah, be there. We're going to be playing it. We're going to be reviewing it, talking about it. Hopefully you're in there reviewing it and talking about it with us in the comments. That'd be nice. Yeah, other than that, really all I had to say here. So I'm going to keep it brief. But it. You gotta go though. If not, you get attacked by my guard dog. It's Ein from Cowboy Bebop.